Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is to explain more on what drives a narcissist to lie so much and some examples of the different lies a narcissist will tell to you and those around you. When it comes to a narcissistic person, one of the criteria of the disorder is their exploitation. They have exploitative behaviours, and one way they exploit people is by lying to people to get their needs met. They tend to be quite envious of others, so they seek to either take from others what they are envious of, exploiting other people, or destroying others. And somewhere in their subconscious, they know behaviour is wrong because they lie to cover up their behaviour. Some it's instinctively, others it's done calculatedly. They know exactly what they're doing. Others it's just a belief system within them that is how life works for them, and it's their thought process. Narcissistic people tend to lack emotions such as guilt. They might feel shame in a moment, which is why they will lie and quickly pass the blame. They lack the empathy. They lack the compassion to care for how their behaviour affects those around them. They just care about protecting themselves. Narcissistic people lie for many different reasons. One of those is to get admiration, to gain positive attention. So they will lie about their experiences. They will lie about their achievements. They will exaggerate experiences or achievements to gain attention from people. They will lie about things that have happened to them to gain attention from people. Narcissistic people lie to confuse those around them, to confuse other people's reality so that people can't work out what is happening to them. Narcissists can just lie to provoke anger within you, to bait you into reaction when they're feeling smug that they know something that you don't know and you're trying to get to the bottom of it, and they like toying with your emotions and lying to distract you from the truth. Narcissists lie so that they can control others, so they can control others' realities, so that they can get their needs met. Narcissists lie to avoid taking responsibility for their behaviour, so that they're not held accountable for their behaviour, so there's no consequences to their actions. Narcissists lie to protect themselves. Narcissists often believe they're justified in lying, and they will find a way to excuse their behaviour, to rationalise, to justify their behaviour so that they can get away with their behaviour. Narcissists lie to play the victim, to gain sympathetic attention, to guilt trip people into doing things for the narcissist that those people wouldn't ordinarily do. Narcissists tend to lie that much that their lies become their truths, their reality. So they end up not believing they're lying and thinking that you're the one that's going against them. We can all experience something, and we can all experience the same experience differently. Most people with compassion try to understand the other person's point of view, try to meet in the middle, try to agree to disagree. Narcissistic people want you to view it from their way and their way only, otherwise you are wrong, and they will go all out to make sure you are wrong and they are right. Narcissists will lie by denying all knowledge. When they come at you and say, I never said that, that never happened. If only you'd have done this, then I wouldn't have done that. Regardless of whether you'd have done that or not, the narcissist would have still done exactly what they wanted to do. They're just looking to shift the blame over to you. I told you last week, how can you of all people not remember? You're so organised with everything. How can you not remember that I told you? The narcissist gaslighting, where they're getting you to question your memory so that they can escape the things they did or did not say to you, so that you're the one left questioning yourself and not the very person who's making you question yourself. A narcissist will lie to influence others into believing in them. Things like, I'm a really good person, you can trust me. I'm genuine. I'd never hurt you. I love you. I really, respect a family unit. I can't wait to come home to you every night. I can't wait to be married to you. I can't wait to have children with you. Narcissists lie to influence other people into creating an identity of that narcissist for who the other person would like the narcissist to be and not who the narcissist actually is. So a narcissist will mirror you. They will get to know your hopes, your dreams, your passions, and then they will sell these to you as though the narcissist wants these things too. So when the narcissist seems to be working against you, you don't want to back out on the deal because you then believe you're letting them down, not realizing that they never wanted these things in the first place. They just lied to influence you into believing they wanted the same things as you. Narcissists lie by exaggerating the truth. So if they've done something for someone, they will exaggerate what they've done to make out they are better than what they are. If they have a career, whether it's a good career or not a good career, depends on the individual person, the individual person's perspectives. And it's no one else's business but that individual person. However, if a narcissist believes they're on to, they will exaggerate what they do. They will exaggerate what they earn. They will exaggerate where they've been to influence people into seeing something that isn't true. If you've done something that's hurt their feelings, they will exaggerate what you did to gain that sympathetic attention. We do have to be careful here because we can always be capable of gaslighting another person just because our reality, our experience, our thought process to a certain situation is not the same as another's. Doesn't mean that someone's being too sensitive or overreacting. When it comes to a narcissistic person, their reactions are going to seem extreme to the situation at hand. And when you don't know the full story, a victim's reactions can seem extreme because a narcissist will downplay what happened to the victim while exaggerating the victim's reactions. Narcissists lie to gain sympathetic attention. We can all have been through some form of trauma. We can all be a victim of something. A narcissist uses this to play on this to their advantage for their gains. So they will go on and on and on about how they had to do without, how their parents treated them horribly, how their exes treated them horribly. However, there's a pattern of everybody else in that narcissist life has treated them horribly, yet the narcissist will have treated all those people with utmost respect while the narcissist is smearing those names, the names of those people, to those around them. Narcissists lie about what others have done to them so that they can control how other people see others, to work in the narcissist's best interests. A narcissist will lie by telling you a partial truth. They might tell you somewhere they're going. So they might say, I'm working late tonight, so I'll not be home till such and such a time. And they might very well be working late. So to a narcissist, they've told you the truth. They might only be working 5 minutes late and then they're going elsewhere afterwards. But they tell you that partial lie to throw you off the scent so that the narcissist can exploit you and exploit the other person and get away with doing things that are morally wrong. When it comes to narcissistic people, it is one rule for them and another rule for you. They believe they're entitled to do the very things that they would not be happy about you doing to them. A narcissist will lie by admitting partial truths. Yes, I did go there after work. I had to go and help my mate out. So they will be saying that they helped their friend out. Their friend had just split up with their husband, so they really had to go and help them out. So they went somewhere, usually because they've been spotted there. Yet they're telling a partial truth because they did go there. They're just lying about who they went with. Narcissists lie by shifting the blame. If you hadn't have done this, then I wouldn't have done that. If you'd have paid me more attention, then I wouldn't need to go elsewhere. So when you find out a narcissist has done something that's hurt you and you go and approach the narcissist about this, the narcissist will get you second guessing yourself. They will get you apologizing to them for what they've done to you. You might not look through their emails, you might not look through their phone, you might let them have their privacy because you respect their privacy, even though they demand to have all yours. Yet for whatever reason, they might have just left their phone face up and a preview message has popped up. So you've seen something. A narcissist is then going to blame you, accuse you of having trust issues, accuse you of going through their things. So then you're defending yourself to them and they don't have to defend themselves to you. At this point, a narcissist is never going to trust you again. They're going to keep absolutely everything 100% locked down so that you cannot gain any access to anything. Yet they're going to lead you to believe that it's your doing and not the fact that they lied to you. They cheated on you. A narcissist lies through stonewalling and not responding to questions or by falling silent on you, because they don't have to give you any form of answer. Instead, they cause you psychological pain and get you to chase them for what they're doing to you. By a narcissist saying nothing to you gets you questioning whether they haven't done anything and whether you've stepped over the mark, whether you've hurt their feelings. So you're then that busy trying to make it up to them, and they're getting away with lying to you. A narcissist will lie by twisting it onto something you've done or somewhere you've been. Well, you went out with Sam last week. What were you doing with Sam last week? What about when you did this? What about when our neighbour? What about when your sister? The whole whataboutism, when they're not going to respond to the situation at hand. Instead, they're going to go, what about, and bring something up that perhaps has already been resolved or perhaps is irrelevant to the situation at hand. Yet a narcissist wants to twist the story so that they can get you on the defensive, so they can get you explaining and justifying yourself to them about thoughts, feelings and opinions that perhaps you do or do not have. So the narcissist does not have to explain their lies to you. They can continue lying to you, they can continue exploiting you, they can continue getting their needs met by you, and they lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour is affecting you. Often a narcissist learns throughout their life that lies work for them, that they can get away with things if they just lie about it to cover it up, and it usually escalates into more and more lies. But once they get so far, they don't want to admit the truth. They just keep digging themselves further, yet getting reactions out of you so they can blame you, or leaving a path of destruction in their past, in their wake, while they continue lying to people and exploiting people. They're like a child that's been caught red-handed with that chocolate you told them they could not eat before their dinner. They can have it smeared all around their face and they will still deny all knowledge. I never ate it. You said I could have it. My sister got it for me. But you let my brother. What about when you let me? What about when you ate chocolate before? They're always going to be finding a way to twist it onto somebody else, to lie, to deny, to get away with doing exactly what they want to do with little regard to how it affects you. Most people can lie at some point or another within their lives. Most people learn that they don't like the feelings that this gives to them. Narcissistic people learn that they get away with it. And the thing with a narcissist lies, because they are so confusing, because they do distract us from the truth, most people do find themselves forgiving the narcissist or blaming themselves and making it up to the narcissist, which just teaches the narcissist that they can get away with it and that pattern of behaviour works for them, which is why they continue it. But when it's no longer working for them, they drop the supply that it's not working with and move on to somebody else to influence someone new into their web of lies. Once people start to recognize the narcissist lies, the narcissistic people do lose their disguise. When it comes to dealing with ourselves, to dealing with other people, with life situations, we have to listen to our instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it usually isn't. And if you cannot communicate these feelings with somebody who claims to care about you, they are not interested in your feelings. They're not interested in helping you. They're interested in deceiving you to get their needs met by you. If you cannot communicate how you feel with those you love, where they can communicate with how they feel with you and you try to help them out, those people are not for you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.